Hello and welcome to your HEXUS Week in Technology. I'm Scott Bacino. It's been a big week for launches across the technology sector. The UK consumer electronics retail scene will receive a long overdue shake-up when the first Best Buy store opens in Essex this weekend. We got a preview of the store earlier this week and confirmed that Best Buy is putting an emphasis on converged devices with access to content and the internet across your mobile phone, PC and TV the focus. But where Best Buy expects to set itself apart from the UK tech retail incumbents is through customer service. Its blue-shirted sales assistants are apparently not paid a commission and are encouraged to offer neutral advice. There are bound to be plenty of curious visitors to the new stores and their verdicts will be telling. Chipmaker AMD launched its fastest desktop processors to date this week in the form of the 6-core Phenom 2 X6. Despite the jump in the number of available cores, the new CPUs retain the use of the existing AM3 socket, which enables users to upgrade to the new chips without having to change motherboards. At the top of the range, the new Phenom 2 X6 1090T Black Edition is multiplier unlocked and aimed at enthusiast users, but carries a modest price tag of under £240, putting it in the region of Intel's Core i7 930 and 920. To AMD's credit, this is the first chip that's been able to give the Intel alternatives a run for their money, and our benchmarks show the Phenom 2 X6 to be superior in certain multi-threaded scenarios. Ensuring single-thread performance also remains up to speed, the Phenom 2 X6 processors are the first AMD chips to introduce turbo core functionality. Mimicking Intel's Turbo Boost, the technology allows up to 3 cores to dynamically overclock by about as much as 500 MHz when the other cores are idle. Intel remains the out-and-out performance champion, but AMD's Phenom 2 X6 line is showing plenty of promises, and prices start at a tantalising £160. If you're in the market for a new CPU, be sure to check out our complete in-depth review on hexus.net. And finally, the smartphone launches just keep coming. The most significant this week was the Nokia N8, not just because it has a 12 megapixel camera, but because it runs version 3 of the Symbian platform, the first fully open source version of the operating system previously owned by Nokia. As if to illustrate why Nokia took the drastic measure of handing its OS to the open source community, the rest of the phones launched this week were pretty much all running on Google's Android OS. Dell's commitment to Android was revealed in yet another leak, and LG launched an entry-level Android phone of its own. And it's not just the OEMs. Vodafone added to the news that it will be selling the Nexus 1 this week with the launch of its first ever own-brand Android phone. Right now, it looks like only Apple can compete with the Google juggernaut, although HP may have something to say about that, having made a $1.2 billion bid to acquire smartphone maker Palm, which brings with it a unique operating system. Interesting times for the mobile sector. That was the HEXUS Week in Technology. Make sure you join us for the next one.